So here is a Nissan Sentra. This is literally the first car I've ever been in that reached 200 kilometers per hour on the track. Just gotta say, on the track. No, really, on the track. I'm not kidding you guys. So I made it wide to resemble the one I was in when I was much younger. I don't even know what happened to the car. I'm talking about like 20 years ago. But nevertheless, this car is not that bad. Look, it falls into that middle category of being between good and bad, if it makes any sense. It is really, really not a bad car. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my drag tune with you guys, but before we get started, let's quickly do a dyno run. (360.7 kilowatts with 503.4 Newton meters). Okay, so I categorized this video into 4 sections. Section number 1, I'm going to show you guys my tune right over here. Number 2, I'm going to do a 400-meter run, technically also known as a quarter mile. Thirdly, I'm going to show you guys what I upgraded in the car. There's a bit of a catch to it. And lastly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a drag race against opponents. So let's quickly jump into Drivetrain. So right over here is our gear ratios. So I want to talk about the gear ratio a bit. So this gear ratio you guys are seeing now is literally the gear ratio for a pretty good 400-meter time, a quarter mile time, as well as a complete run on the Bayview racetrack, race course, drag race, whatever you want to call it. It's the drag race one. So if you're going to use this tune on circuit racing or even drag racing but a bigger track, you might actually blow your engine. So what I want you guys to do is just come back here and take this number to the left, maybe drop it over here, and just try again until you're seeing that your car's engine is not about to blow. But never mind that, let's quickly go to the suspension. So for the front springs, we got it all the way down. For the rear, we've got it about halfway. This is just to make sure the car is not too low and all the weight goes past the back wheels. We just want to keep the car a little bit higher, and because it is a front wheel drive car, we need to keep as much weight to the front as we can. We can increase it, but I've got pretty good times with it halfway, but you can test this out. This is just a base proper tune. You guys can still tweak it a little bit. And then for the front springs and the front shocks, we got about quarter of the way. For the rear springs and the rear shocks, we got them all the way to stiff, just so that the rear suspension doesn't go down a lot, so that the weight can stay in the front, because there's gotta be weight in the front to press the front wheels to the floor. So for the front sway bar and the rear sway bar, it's at hard, and for the steering ratio, it's about halfway. For the aerodynamics, because it is a front wheel drive car, we had to increase it all the way. The tires is at max, and we did not touch the brakes. And for the ECU, if you guys don't know how to tune it, I'm going to drop a card here in the top right corner for you. You got to go check it out. I'm giving you guys a full tutorial on understanding what's going on here for the ECU and the turbo. So a quick briefing is just drop the first 2000 RPMs as much as you can to get all the blue in the higher RPMs. And the same with the turbo. Drop it as much in these 4 sections, 4 blocks of a year, so we got more power in the topper gears, the higher gears, topper gears. What am I saying? For the nitros, we got it at 5 seconds. So let's go and do a quarter mile run. So there is more than one way you can launch your car. What I want you to look at is this needle over here. Whenever you're gonna accelerate, it's gonna go up, and somewhere around here it's gonna turn green. Let me show you guys real quick. Right over there at about 6.5. And that is where you want to launch. If you over revved it and it goes into the red, it's gonna spin. If it goes in the blue, it's gonna bog. So you gotta get it on that green, and then you gotta get every shift on perfect. So let me quickly get a pretty good run for you guys, so you can see what this car can do. Oh, come on, 7.90. That was literally my best so far. The best before this was a 7.98. I literally broke into the sevens, but I did tweak the car a little bit. I was struggling with my second gear. Every time I hit my second gear would spin out. So what I did is here's the drivetrain. I saw we limited out in fifth gear. We can actually get a little bit faster or better times now. So here is the new numbers. I know this is not something I like to do. I would have actually started this entire video over, but I've already made so much progress. So here is the new numbers. So I technically just made second a bit longer, third a bit longer, fourth a bit longer, and just now I made fifth also a bit longer. Okay, so let's quickly go to the upgrade section. So right over here, we are gonna go to engine. So there is 3 stages we can install: stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. So I just want to tell you guys quickly that stage 3 doesn't mean it's better than stage 1 necessarily, because the contents of each package are different. Look at these package contents. Everything is installed, and one thing is installed. No, I'm not cheating at all. I can promise you guys that. So when I was little, I never used to install stage 1 and stage 2. I just used to install stage 3 because why? It's the best package, if it makes any sense. I was too lazy to read through all of this, and when I did not understand. So technically, each package have got different content, such as package number 1 has got a cold air intake system. That's why it's installed. If you go to stage 2, there's nothing of a cold air intake system, and there's along with stage 3 as well. So if you look at stage 1, there is a performance exhaust. Yay, but it's not installed. Why not? Because stage 2 has got a catback exhaust system with a larger diameter downpipe. So obviously this is better, so it's going to replace the normal performance exhaust system. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is, whenever you install something, install stage 1, then 2, and then 3. Same with the ECU, install stage 1, then 2, then stage 3. With the gear, the transmission, you also want to install all 3. With the suspension, you also want to install all 3. For the nitros, this is just different ways to inject it. So you want to install the stage 3 for direct. In the tires, you also want to install stage 3. For the brakes, you want to install all 3 of them. For the weight, you also want to install all 3 of them. And the turbo, you want to install the final one. Okay, so now that we have done that, let's quickly go and do a drag race. This is not too bad, but I think I only got 2 perfect shifts out of this. Oh my gosh. Come on, car. Let's do this. So the engine is going to lift up now. Yeah. Damn it. Okay, I had to kind of pedal it all the way down there. We have got such a bad time. We literally got to increase 6th gear a little bit because we were about to bottom out the engine. We would have seen some pistons laying on the floor. But this was a very bad time. Let me show you guys quickly. We got 3 perfect shifts. Do take note that the pull away was one of them. So along the way we had 2 shifts. That was okay. But our top speed was 322. We could get more. I would say about 325, 326. But it's going back and forth testing to get you guys the best tune. And also here we got a 324, 318, and 329. So the RX-8 and the Celica was actually gaining on this car. But with some better shifts and obviously a better top end speed in 6th gear, they wouldn't be able to catch us. So what I'm going to do is I'm quickly... Ah, damn it. Can't do it. So now we've got to delete one car. Let's delete the H2. Wait, where is that Lincoln? Lincoln is very slow. Toyota TT, Escalade, this is the Cadillac, Lancer. Did I go past it? The Navigator. There it is. Let's delete the Navigator. Okay. I just want to show you guys quickly. Oh, this is the 240 SX. There it is. I just like to give you guys as much info and everything as possible. Give you guys the right tune. So right over here, you want to take it maybe to 323. Because obviously it is going to go higher to about 329, but this is a good start. Once again, just go and back test a little bit. I also just increased a little bit let's just leave it where it was. Okay, so there we go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you guys found this video informative, entertaining, or whatsoever. Just make sure to drop a big like. I would really appreciate it. If you guys are still watching, I just want to tell you, you are freaking awesome. I love you so much. If you would love to support the channel, especially if you're new, hit the logo at the bottom right corner to subscribe. If you want to see a similar video, hit the icon on the left. If you want to see one of my most recent videos, hit the icon on the right, and I'll see all of you legends in my next video. But for now, peace out, everyone.